If you're thinking about retiring in Portugal, one of the most important decisions you'll make is where to live. Because Portugal is not just one type of place. Some areas are quiet and affordable, others are vibrant, but more expensive, and some offer a balance that many retirees are looking for. But here's what most people don't realize: choosing the wrong location can completely change your experience. The cost of living, your daily lifestyle, access to healthcare, even your social life, all of these depend heavily on where you decide to settle. And that's why in this video, we're going to walk through some of the best places to retire in Portugal, not just based on beauty but based on what actually matters for long-term living, including affordability, safety, comfort, and quality of life. Because what looks perfect on the surface is not always the best place to live every day. Now let's start with one of the most talked about places in Portugal, the Algarve. The Algarve is often the first place people consider when moving to Portugal. And it's easy to understand why. With its stunning coastline, warm weather, and relaxed lifestyle, it has become a favorite for retirees from the US and the UK. But there's something important you should know. While the Algarve offers incredible scenery and a strong expat community, it's also one of the more expensive regions in Portugal, especially in popular areas like Lagos, Albufeira, and Faro. That said, if you're looking for a place where you can enjoy beautiful beaches, mild winters, and an active social environment, the Algarve can be a great option, particularly if budget is not your main concern. However, if affordability is more important to you, there are other regions that may offer better value. And this is where many people start looking beyond the coastline into places that are quieter, less crowded, and significantly more affordable. And one of those places might surprise you. One region that many retirees don't initially consider, but often end up loving, is the Silver Coast. Located between Lisbon and Porto, the Silver Coast offers something that is becoming harder to find in Portugal: a balance between affordability, beauty, and a quieter lifestyle. Unlike the Algarve, which is heavily developed and popular with tourists, the Silver Coast feels more local and less crowded. Towns like Nazar, Caldas da Rainha, and Bidos provide a slower pace of life while still offering access to essential services, healthcare, and transportation. And importantly, the cost of living here is generally lower than in the Algarve or central Lisbon. Housing, in particular, can be significantly more affordable for many retirees. This makes the Silver Coast one of the best options if you're looking for value without sacrificing comfort. But here's something you should carefully think about. While the quieter lifestyle is appealing, it also means fewer international communities compared to places like the Algarve. So depending on your preference, you may either enjoy the more authentic Portuguese environment or find it a bit isolating at first. And that brings us to another very popular option: Lisbon. Portugal's capital city offers a completely different experience. Here, you'll find modern infrastructure, international healthcare facilities, restaurants, public transport, and a vibrant lifestyle. For retirees who prefer to stay active and connected, Lisbon can feel more familiar and convenient. But there's a trade-off. Lisbon is the most expensive city in Portugal. Rent prices, daily expenses, and general living costs are significantly higher than in most other parts of the country. And for retirees on a fixed income, this can quickly become a concern. However, some people choose to live just outside Lisbon in areas that offer easier access to the city while reducing costs. This approach allows you to enjoy the benefits of Lisbon without fully paying the price of living in the center. Now at this point, you might be wondering, is there a place in Portugal that offers both affordability and a strong sense of community? And the answer is yes, but it's not the most obvious choice. One of the most underrated regions for retirement in Portugal is the Alentejo, stretching across a large part of southern Portugal, just above the Algarve. The Alentejo offers something that many retirees are quietly looking for: space, simplicity, and a slower pace of life. This is not a region filled with crowds or constant activity. Instead, it's known for its peaceful towns, open landscapes, and a way of life that feels far removed from busy city environments. Places like Vora, Beja, and smaller surrounding towns provide a calm and comfortable lifestyle, often at a much lower cost than the more popular regions. Housing is more affordable, daily expenses are manageable, and the overall atmosphere is relaxed. For retirees who value peace, privacy, and a strong connection to local culture, the Alentejo can be a very appealing choice. But it's important to understand this lifestyle is not for everyone, because with that quietness comes fewer services, fewer entertainment options, and a more limited international community. So the experience here depends largely on what you're personally looking for. And that brings us to the most important point of all. There is no single best place to retire in Portugal. Only the place that best fits your lifestyle, your budget, and your expectations. If you want coastal beauty and an active expat community, the Algarve may be the right choice. If you're looking for balance and affordability, the Silver Coast offers strong value. If you prefer convenience and city life, Lisbon provides everything you need at a higher cost. And if peace and simplicity matter most, the Alentejo may be exactly what you're looking for. The key is not just choosing Portugal, but choosing the right part of Portugal for you, because that decision will shape your daily life more than anything else. Now, we'd like to hear your thoughts. If you were to retire in Portugal, which type of place would you choose: a lively coastal area or a quiet, peaceful town? Let us know in the comments. And if you're considering a move or retirement abroad, feel free to subscribe, because understanding the reality before making the move can make all the difference.